So it is 7:04, and we'll call the meeting to order. Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We're gonna move something from new business right up to the top, since we have Debbie Lederman here. So,
Do roll call first? Oh, yes.
roll call, let's do roll call. That's a good idea. Let's see who's here.
You can do two things at once here. Gonzalez? Here. Oh, I'm sorry, here, I'm not listening.
Jack? Here.
Fonzo?
Here.
Pelletier here. Puzo? Here. Swanson?
Here.
Jost?
Here. And now we have Debbie Lederman.
So this was, you probably wondered why it was in your packet, the agreement, the memorandum of understanding between the library and the Early Childhood Alliance. That was just to give you guys just some brief background. Debbie has been our representative at the Early Childhood Alliance, and they've been doing some work that they've compiled some data, and they're making this presentation. They're asking their partners to do some presentations, so that's why Debbie's here tonight. Right, and she'll tell you.
I'm Debbie Wiedemann. I'm the Early Childhood Coordinator, and actually Morton Grove is kind of ahead of the curve because a lot of other libraries are now getting early literacy librarians, because the research shows that 0 to 3 is like 85% of brain development. There's a lot that goes on there. And when I started, I was the preschool liaison, but 3's too late. We've got to start at 0. So that's
And we
why.
started doing early literacy stuff a number of years ago, that Debbie's been really active in that, so we
Oh,
are
yeah.
ahead of the curve.
Well, and it's been kind of my thing for a long time, so I'm so glad that they've got the numbers crunched and policy, decision makers are paying attention. And so the Early Childhood Alliance began to form. It was February 2018 that you invited me to go to the meeting. So I just put this slide together to show you what the vision and the mission of the Early Childhood Alliance is. And it's basically to help kids reach their full potential, and to coordinate comprehensive community-based supports. And that goes in all areas. And you'll see that more later on. Now the slide here says Erickson Institute, because I just stole their slide. But anyway, so we started these meetings, we kind of came up with a mission and vision statement, and then the Erickson Institute stepped in and said, we have this international early development instrument that we have used, I think Australia, California, different places. And the Erickson Institute is based in Chicago, and we want to do it here. They'd already done some studies like in East St. Louis, Kankakee, Rockford, and to be part of the pilot, we had this opportunity to do it for free. So we jumped on it. So the charter that we were writing kind of got set aside, and this has taken up a lot of our time. So, let's see, there we go. So the early development inventory was given to kindergarten children by their teachers at the end of last year, and it kind of took 5 domains that I'll show you in a minute. But this is what it is not. It doesn't report on individual children or identify learning disabilities, doesn't recommend special ed or being held back, and it's not about the teaching approaches or instructions. and it doesn't reflect on the performance of the school or the quality of the teaching. We had 31 classrooms participate, and this was just district information. It's Skokie and Morton Grove, by the way. So you can see that we have a lot of ELL students in that, and there's a breakdown of race and ethnicity.
And what age group was this when you say classroom?
Kindergarten, just kindergarten. And basically it's seeing, were these kids ready for kindergarten? And an IEP, individual, I can't remember.
Education
Plan, right, okay, just escaping for a minute. So showed out of those children, 47 have an IEP. So I'm just gonna, this is just a real quick summary. They're probably between Skokie and Morton Grove are gonna be presentations all over there that will take a lot longer. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. So what this tells us is who's on track, how many are at risk, and how many are vulnerable. Meaning, on track was when they got to kindergarten, they were ready. At risk, you know, they've got some factors that they're watching, and then vulnerable means most likely that they're already lagging behind, okay? And I'm just going to quickly go through these, because I know you guys have a whole meeting to go through. Okay? And without support and care, these children may experience future challenges in school and society. The study has shown that the kids that are behind in kindergarten, they're still behind in third grade, you know, all those big markers, and it's shown up, you know, as far as high school graduation and whether they're prepared for college. So,
This is what they tested them on,
Yeah.
and that's how they determined those percentages.
yeah, and we're gonna get, kind of a lead into this, the Maasai people in East Africa ask how are the children? And if the children are okay, then everything's okay. So we are going to now look at how are the children, how they do. So these are graphs, it's not very good or clear, but looking from the left to the right, does that help a little bit? You can see how we compare in these 5 areas. So all of you should have received this, and you know, I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I even have